Hey, 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 it is your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn. How is everybody doing today? Hey, I just want to come on right quick, give you guys a little lesson on some uh Chrisean rocks. I want to say some, but on Chrisean's charges from California. It is not going to be a very, very long video. I just want to say a few things and then everybody can enjoy their night, enjoy their game, go Mavs. So, without further ado, I just want to, as you guys can see on the cover art, um, we know that Chrisean has an August hearing, and there has been, I want to say, hearsay speculation that she got to attend. What will happen if she go to Oklahoma and she has a court date, and M Block's just blowing up. As of right now, I do not have any updates regarding Oklahoma as far as if they are going to pick her up. The information that I'm reading, just as everybody else is reading on VineLink, states that her probation was reinstated as of June 12th. So pretty much what that, well, the message, I believe, I'm not sure who messaged VineLink to get that updated information, but it stated that Chrisean returned from abscond, and it returned to probation, parole, supervision, something along those lines. In layman's terms, it just means that she is no longer running from her probation and that they just went ahead and returned her back to probation. Now, I am going to wait till the court docket updates because there's more information that I normally see, such as a motion to do something with the order that's already out. So everybody knows with Oklahoma, there's an order for commitment to the 30 days. So until I see something on the court docket, that would be the cherry on top to coincide with what was updated on June 12th. So I do want to be clear about that. VineLink is saying one thing, but I need VineLink and the court docket to be one. And then that will put the cherry on top and that will confirm everything. Going into tonight, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys. I think it is very important to understand what is happening now with her charges. And like I said, it's not going to be a long live. I just want to break this down and go watch the game. So we know that her charges was an assault with a deadly weapon, not a firearm. Then we also had a battery on a person with injury. What we do know is that this was dismissed. Can y'all see the whole screen? Let me just show the whole screen. I just want to make sure that y'all can see it. Because for some reason, I don't think y'all can see it. Okay, so that is that. You know what? Let me reduce it because I do have it to 150. Doug Cassandra. Okay, here, assault, deadly weapon, not a firearm, bodily or bad with on a person causing injury. On the 14th, she pled Nolo Contendere. Contendere. Nolo Contendere. That did not mean she pled guilty. The battery was dismissed. For the assault, she pleaded Nolo Contendere. What does Nolo Contendere exactly means? It means no contest. Now, I know people know that much, but I don't think they really understand what it actually means. In a criminal proceeding, a defendant may enter a plea of nolo contendere in which the defendant does not accept or deny responsibilities for the charges, but waives the right to a trial and agrees to accept the penalty. So I'm going to read that again. Defendant does not accept or deny responsibility for the charges, but they waive their right to trial and they accept whatever consequences come from that. So Chrisean did not enter a guilty plea. She didn't accept it and she didn't deny it. It's just no contest. It's like Fifth Amendment. I'm not going to tell you anything. Okay? I don't care what y'all say as there's evidence out there, blase, blase, blase. You guys, some of you may not work in the legal field, okay? So you don't know the type of evidence that they have, the videos, the pictures, the medical records, whatever the case may be. You do not have that. Neither do I. But what I do know is that what is in front of me, she pled no no contest, blank period, and battery was dropped, period. Going back to this, looking at the proceedings, August 26, 2024. It clearly states firearms prohibited relinquish report, non-appearance hearing. Non-appearance means that you do not have to appear. I'm going to repeat. Non-appearance hearing means that you do not have to appear. What this hearing is about is it shows you a firearms prohibited relinquish report, meaning that a report has to be given on this day to the judge to review. Now, what is a firearms prohibited relinquish report? I'm glad you asked, but before we get to that part, I want you to understand this. For her charges, it was Penal Code 245A1. So what is that? 245A1. Any person who commits an assault upon the person of another with a deadly weapon or instrument other than a firearm shall be punished by imprisonment in the state prison for 2, 3, 4 or years, or in a county jail for not exceeding 1 year, or by a fine not exceeding $10,000, or by the fine and imprisonment. Okay. So going back to this, she has to submit a firearms prohibited relinquish report. Now, I myself, I do not live in California, so I had to figure out what is this report? So if we dig deeper into this, I'm going to pull this up first. So this is the California Department of Justice Bureau of Firearms So we know that she does not have a firearm, but pursuant the Penal Code Section 29810, any person who is evicted of any of the offense, oh my gosh, I can't speak, convicted of any offense listed in 29800 or 2985 is prohibited from owning, purchasing, receiving. So this is mainly for firearms, but I want you guys to see this is the type of a report that Chrisean has to fill out. Now I don't know if she's filling out, her attorney's filling it out, or somebody's going to come to the house, but pretty much what it means that, let's say it was a firearm, she would have to relinquish, give up that firearm. So anything that is in her possession regarding a firearm, if there was ammunition and all this other stuff, as you can see in this paragraph right here, I'm gonna blow it up. That means that she has to pretty much identify all of them that's in her house. But we know that it was a non-firearm. So I can only conclude that she has to complete paperwork showing anything that is considered an instrument based on the penal. So her rings, any bulky jewelry that she can use has to be relinquished. And so she has to complete this form and other supplements forms, such as how did you dispose of them? If you don't no longer have them in your possession, what did you do with them? So there is supplemental documents that goes with this relinquish form. Now, she can't sit there and give her rings or anything to her best friends, to her mama, to her family, to nobody. She actually has to relinquish them and surrender them to, I'm assuming, law enforcement or some other person that's designated to receive these types things. Now, going into hers, well, everybody like, well, it's not a firearm, but remember, it's called instruments. So under section 2118, you have control of deadly weapons, weapons and devices other than firearms. Now, this one says knuckles, but and once again, I am only providing my opinion based off of what I am seeing on this website. Let's see. I thought they described this. There was one that actually described as far as, anything that's worn on your knuckles. As you know, Chrisean had those big old rings she wore. Everybody seen them. And that's what they would construed as a weapon other than a firearm. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. So this court hearing is for Chrisean or her attorney or whoever is over this that has to go and pretty much see all of the items that are possibly in her possession to see exactly what it is that she has and what she needs to relinquish, and that report has to be submitted by or to the judge on August 26, 2024. So they are giving her some time to do whatever it is that she needs to do in order to get that report into the court for review. So that is what I wanted to update you guys on. It wasn't going to be long. I just want to tell you guys exactly what type of hearing that is. She does not have to appear. As you can see, it is a non-appearance hearing. It's only for a report for her possession of any type of non-firearms that she has and to see how she relinquished them. That is it. That is all. Okay, so I will probably update you guys when I get some new information from Oklahoma. So keep your notification bells on. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out. Go Mavs.